Hello again, everyone. We are Gaming by Gaslight. Welcome back to RimWorld in our ideology playthrough. After the the week started off in a bit of a rough place, but it seems like more or less we're doing okay. Never mind the fact that one of our guests who were under our protection has been kidnapped. We don't talk about them. They are the forgotten people. We're also going to have to contend with the fact that the way I am deciding to build up this little town is probably going to be somewhat inefficient power-wise, but then again, sometimes you have to give up efficiency for aesthetics, right? So that's a thing. Also, even though we're kind of slow, kind of slow getting started. What the heck is a jag? Oh, right, we were doing some kind of quest. You know, I love how I sometimes surprise myself with these things. Nails has no weapon. Wait, Nails has no... Oh, right, because I gave it to Rat instead. We need more guns, honestly. It's a pretty rough situation we've got for ourselves here, but I think... And I'll just give you a little plasteel knife. That way you at least have some ability to defend yourself. They're going to be mad. Yeah. We're also going to have to rush for getting mechanical parts of some capacity. How does Rat feel about her pig legs? Those probably don't count. Oh, they do count. Alright, so worst comes to worst, we'll just give everyone wooden pig legs, and that'll make them slightly happy, I guess. Oh god. I mean, there's only a couple of monkeys. And this one might even give us some meat, so that's a plus. Right. There we go. Back to whatever you guys were doing. And then we shall carry on with our lives and generally try to survive and live as best we can. Or something like that. Yeah. Very good. Very, very good indeed. Right, and there's still this whole situation. And all this. And of course there was the problem of this right here, which is going to throw off the symmetry forever because I can't put any floor there. It is any floor, right? Yeah. As far as I can tell, no floors go there. Can't even build a bridge over it. Soft sand. Push some regular sand on top of it, it'll be fine. But I guess what we could do instead is endeavor. Alright, I guess, yeah, we'll start by tearing all this down, because since my plans have been ruined anyway. I mean, I guess I can keep building over this way. It'll have to be separate, though, because I don't want people constantly walking through the freezer. That would be just silly. Actually, wait, don't destroy that one. Then we will simply expand in this direction. Just make the room slightly larger. Move everything over by 1. Oh, wait, no. You know what? Actually, that's a stupid idea. Let's not do that. Cancel all of this. Because then I'll have to, like, fiddle around with this, and I don't want to do that. We'll just move the door over and do what I should have done to begin with. Yeah, that'll be fine. Ah, but you know what? On the other hand, then it... You know what? Let's just not touch it for now. Like, it froze off everything, but there we go. Now everyone has a gun. Go ahead and equip that gun. Of course, it's a masterwork gun, so that's probably gonna mess with our wealth values a little bit. But we need to get our wealth up, like way up, in order to actually pursue the Arco Nexus quest, which hasn't even showed up yet. What is this? Let's see. Friend, want to stay for 20 free days. Oh, look at that, and they've got a bionic arm. Which, actually, you know what? What the heck? We'll go for that. Though you won't do anything, right? Is that, a true statement? It is. You'll just be a patient and a bed rester, and otherwise you're just gonna sit around eating our food. I wonder. I haven't really bothered trying this, but if I just chucked you in a crypto sleep casket, would that, that be acceptable? The answer is maybe, but I don't really know for sure, so, you know, we'll just kind of leave it be. And, just, yeah, live your life a bit there. Got lots of resources. And something I have found by experimenting a little bit on my own is that you can actually get really good rewards, relatively speaking. I've heard that it doesn't really scale well into the late game, but at least in the early game, the little like ruins and stuff you can explore are actually quite rewarding. Not least of which because you can literally tear the whole building down and take it back home with you, so, you know, that's a plus. Oh dear. Hunter lacks ranged weapon. Ah, that's fine. Not too worried about such things. Actually, I might as well let you run, or fight, because you can stab. You can fight too. Everyone is willing to fight, I believe. Also, I think I trailed off on my thought a little bit. I was starting to say something to the effect of, I'm not so worried that it's taking forever to research now, because at some point, we're going to get a full-time researcher, and once we assign them the role of Idea Flame, then, or whatever I end up renaming it at some point in the future, yeah, like you just zip through research. Mostly because, you know, my ideology has research speed at very fast. And by very fast, they're not kidding, it's very fast. So, you know, I'm not too worried about that sort of thing. I wonder to myself. I'm kind of thinking to myself as well here that I've been spoiled by mods. You know, like there's mods that let you terraform the soil so you can, you know, alter your map to fit your needs. Like if we were playing a modded game, I would probably eventually turn everything within the walls into rich soil. Well, assuming the playthrough lasted that long. Just because, you know, then we'd have like this cool oasis in the middle of the desert. Which I think is pretty fine. And I suppose we should be working on that as well. Lest we run, and by that, of course, I mean these clothes here that are just sort of sitting there. But you know what? Everything should eventually balance itself out. Also, so the idea here, I mean, you can probably guess, but the idea is basically we're going to build a little hillbox type here. Hillbox type? Yeah, thing. Which I have noted that there seem to be, you know, if you look at official RimWorld discussion places, there are some differing opinions on exactly what a killbox is. And, oh yeah, we need to adjust this because of the soft sand. Let's do that now while we're talking. Some people, you know, seem to act a little disdainful towards the concept of a killbox, but from what I understand, in military terms, a killbox is just any area where you give yourself cover while denying it to your enemy. Which, you know, just sounds like a sensible strategy, doesn't it? And that's, I mean, when I talk about killboxes in RimWorld, I am also I am typically thinking of like a little corridor full of spike traps. But that's mostly because once you get big enough, and if you have like a small enough man-powered colony, I feel like you need to do something in order to soften up the enemy before they even get to you, and that's just Siege Warfare 101. Since vanilla does not give you options to like throw, you know, flaming oil on top of your enemy's heads, you gotta do what you can. Though that would be pretty cool, but also pretty inhumane as well. Though, having said that, I could get creative. There are creative ways to probably create like an interior, like a long interior hallway, line the floor with wood, set the door, because I'm pretty sure we've established in the past that if you have a door set to hold open, but then you let enemies pass through it and disable hold open, when the last one passes through, assuming they're all bunched up fairly close together, then that door will slide shut, and then you just close the door at the other end, but not before tossing a Molotov or something and then lighting the whole damn corridor on fire, and then, you know, I mean, it's kind of cruel and inhumane to literally roast your enemies alive, but then again, they didn't have to walk into the death trap, and also they didn't have to raid me, so, you know, they brought it on themselves. That's a terrible justification, really. But, also, weren't we talking about how we were going to try to play a morally upstanding, colony? Yeah. See how fast that one disappears once the raids actually get of significant size. Truly, RimWorld makes monsters of us all. Well, that's actually not true at all. If you set the difficulty to be very low, then you can just enjoy a peaceful colony builder. Or, you know, if you mod like a storyteller that just has zero raids at all, and maybe just throws out quests at you. That way you have to be the one going out of your way to pick fights with people. That's a totally legitimate way to play. I mean, there's pretty much no wrong way to play RimWorld. You know, you just build it up to be whatever you want it to be, and then you just go about your day. You're not competing with anyone, so there's no need to really enforce any kind of balance. Well, I mean, you know, except for a balance in order to maximize your own enjoyment of the game you're playing. I'm kind of thinking to myself, what am I going to do once I run out of all the chunks on the map? Because again, mods have spoiled me with things like set up camp, where you can just wander onto another tile and just set up a temporary camp. But I mean, I can't I can basically do the same thing by setting up an extra colony and then abandoning it when I'm done with it. So, yeah, I don't know. You can be spoiled by mods. And it's, I guess it's always a good palate cleanser to then come back to vanilla. Then you kind of appreciate the vanilla experience again. And then you go back to modding the heck out of the game to fit your, you know, particular tastes. Good stuff, either way. That's the beauty of RimWorld. Some real genius design, really, making it so so flexible. Oh, also here's another issue with running into that annoying soft sand that's gonna ruin my ability to have nice walls. Of course, I think I've addressed this before as well, but yeah, that new mechanoid type, which I have not actually encountered myself as of yet, but I am told it is extremely annoying because I think its AI is programmed to only shoot when it's actually close to your walls, but its gun actually can like shoot from, I think it's like almost 20 tiles away, and it can just blow up your entire wall. Which means, of course, that this like triple thick wall is useless, especially because their cannons can actually blow up three tiles deep. It actually reminds me a bit of how Combat Extended changes explosive type weapons to be similarly ridiculous in how much devastation they can cause. But on the flip side, it does encourage you to... this kind of ruins my plans as well, doesn't it? It encourages you, ideally, to shift up your thinking, do things a little differently. Though in saying that, I still sometimes wish I had more tools for, like encouraging the enemy to funnel to a specific place. Yeah, and I'm trying to think to myself, like, in modern warfare... Well, in modern warfare, you wouldn't even bother building walls in the first place because, you know, between planes and modern artillery and whatnot, there's basically... Are you kidding me? More people? I mean, they'll work. And also possible future rewards. I want to take in more people right now. Oh, shoot. Cold snap. Well, that will presumably give us time to do stuff other than... Oh, on my space pipe. Oh well. Such is life. Anyway, I think I should work on building the outermost layer of wall. Or possibly the innermost layer. Just to start attempting to funnel in it. But then again, you know what actually kind of annoys me about Raider AI sometimes is that they will target your walls even if... Oh shoot. Okay, everyone stop what you're doing and immediately... No, all my plants are dying. I need you to... The food first. I want to save the cotton if I can. Actually, let's pause this so that we can queue all this up. Actually, no, you know, let's not be stupid about this. Let's make our lives eat... What is Area 1? There's literally nothing to find as Area 1 right now. Unless there is and I've just missed it. Here's the plan. Everyone get into Area 1. Seriously? Seriously, Lucky? Alright, now everyone get into... Gonna cause some problems, I can tell. But you know what? Even a potential botch is better than, you know, having everything get lost entirely. And this way we can now put down some carpet. Once we research carpet. We need to research carpet, don't we? Yeah, alright, so this is just gonna be sitting here. But we can use it to build. And by build I mean to... Oh, right. Oh, for the love of... Anyway, I feel like I let all that distract me from what I was talking... Oh, right. I get annoyed by the AI sometimes in RimWorld because even when... Well, I get it. I mean, you know, they just want to punch your walls sometimes, but I hate it. Work hard on my walls, and they decide they'd rather punch the walls instead of, yeah. Actually, now that I think about it, you know... Well, this would probably have some horrible ramifications balance-wise, but if the AI never punched your walls unless they were specifically a sapper or a breacher, then, you know what, I think I'd be a bit more okay with, some of these things. Though, granted, I know in real life, no one would just file like lemmings into, you know, a single entrance. But then again, how do they necessarily know that that single entrance is going to have a, you know, a machine gun nest on the other side? They can't know that. Well, they can, but I choose to believe that they wouldn't until... Well, assuming you leave no survivors. I think there might be mods that do something about that. Alright, we're going to have Nicholas here. Damn it. Anyway, I don't know. Again, it's probably at least in part, you know, spoiled by mods that have changed how I think about defenses. I mean, heck, in with mods, you can just build a moat around your base and then force them to attack where you want. Oh, and the refugees are heading out. You won't forget what you... Wait, how could anarchists say he was one of the people who was kidnapped? Well, that's a spooky one. Oh, jeez. You're not getting off the map, are you? Oh my. And even in here, it's only 1 degree. Is this heater really that ineffective? That's kind of disappointing. But it is life. Did I hear? Oh, yep, there goes Data. You know, he was gonna run off with my medicine. And he's running off with my corn. Actually, you know what? There's a way I can deal with that, I think. I think they'll stop carrying raw food on them. I always hate that. There's like plenty of meals available, and then these guys just insist on... I'm gonna go ahead and rescue you, Data. There you go. Or Dada. However I say your name. Holy cow. Oh, right. Because there's no wind and I still haven't gotten around to researching batteries. Oh, what's this? Quest complete. Huzzah. Oh boy, it looks like we might be in for another rough time. Oh wait, Nails is awake. I can get him to start working on stuff. I'm pretty sure... Like, where are we at your minimum comfortable temperature -2? So it's still too cold. But if we really work on it, I think we'll be okay. I mean, let's have another look at dusters, shall we? They change cold 10.8 degrees. But I think it's not going to be perfect, but it is going to help us a bit. Oh boy. Another example of mods having spoiled me because, what is it, Dub's Bad Hygiene with its like little heaters. So much more efficient. Like I could have 1 or 2 little heaters basically heating an entire... Of course, then again, I often play in mountain bases as well, and seeing as mountains have better insulation than walls, because you can't build insulation into your walls for... Hey, the game can't simulate everything, so, you know, don't nitpick too much, Gaslight. Anyway, yeah, we should, Oh, can I not build anything else? Right, because there's, like, basically no wildlife on the map ever, so I can't make a duster. Wait. Not true. Dusters can be made out of cloth. Because there's no power? No, that's not true, because you can actually use these things even when there isn't power. Oh, you know what? It's because of that. If a duster was in the way. You could have started another duster, Nails. Ah, well. So you know what? No one's actually suffering serious No! Ignatius! My poor iguana. You poor thing. I didn't even notice you were suffering. Why? Wait, did I not get a medical alert? Oh my god. Well, you were super old anyway, apparently. We're 10 years old. How long do iguanas normally live? No, I want to see how much a living iguana... I can't see it. That is unfortunate. You know what? I should probably bury you rather than eat you. So that's how we'll wrap things up. Space is at a bit of a premium, but you know what? We'll have this nice little, hopefully we don't end up with too many dead. Nails, if you'll do the honors. I mean, I know I had you working on a duster. Oh, you know what? It is actually starting to warm up a bit in here. I would like you to go ahead and... I can't bury you. Now I can. There we go. Bury Ignatius. We're a good little iguana. I mean, I know that you might be more useful as a, small amount of meat for us, but... not gonna do that. You don't eat family. Well, maybe you do, but you probably shouldn't. I don't, anyway. So then again, that does sound like a suspiciously specific denial. Though speaking of cannibalism, as we wrap this episode up, I recall reading that it used to be a fad in Europe to eat, or to incorporate, like, powdered mummy remains in food. Like, what the hell were Europeans thinking? Damn crazy Europeans eating, 1,000-year-old corpses, or corpse dust. I'm pretty sure what I'm saying is true. I remember reading it somewhere. It was something to do with Egyptology anyway. But then again, I might have read it on the internet, so it might not be true. I mean, It's not like people just go on the internet and tell lies, is it? He said sarcastically. Anyway, that's probably a good point to wrap things up with that thought, the idea of rich Europeans eating, you know, 1,000-year-old corpses. And, yeah. I can't imagine. That's unfortunate. Anyway, you know what? I'm getting distracted. Who the heck is... Oh, this useless guy. And if I try to beat him up because he's being a dick, I'll fail the quest. So I just have to sit there and take it. That's, you know what? That I could probably make a comment about society with that. You know, some, you know, rich layabout doing nothing and consuming all our resources, contributing pretty much zero. But I won't, because I'm, you know, just rambling at this point. So until the next time, as always, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that like button, or maybe leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you're thinking. I will see all you in the next video.